So thanks for that. And so Bose, I mean, basically, so we all are coming from SAP family. That it's good that we should be discussing more, and importance of SAC. So, as the name suggests, SAP-Analytics-Cloud, short form is SAC. So it is a cloud version. By the name itself, we can say is a cloud version or cloud tool, I can say. So if you ask me what exactly it is going to do, okay. So it is a tool, okay, basically used for you can see here. It is a tool, okay, basically used. So it's a tool basically used for BI, and we have something called planning and also something called predictive capabilities. Okay. So if you ask me what is BI, what is planning, what is predictive capabilities, and simply because I mean, as we know, BI is a generic term which basically, full form we can call it as business intelligence. So what exactly you can do business intelligence? We can simply call it as okay a DW activity. DW activity. So what exactly is DW means? Say for example, no, if we have something like okay, yeah, well, just 1 second, okay. I'll open my SQL. I have content here. So any data warehouse tool, whatever it does, the simple concept. I simply call this entire thing as BI, means pulling the data from data source systems here, okay, pulling the data from data source systems here. Yeah. So and simply yes. So here we can see these are the different source systems, and from there we have data source connections, and we do some sort of modeling. We will see in depth. This entire thing, whichever is highlighted, from source system still generating reports or in the form of dashboards. Whatever we do, this we call it as this entire journey or this entire landscape part, we call it as data warehousing activities. So that is the reason I mean, so it is nothing but a okay, direct okay, data warehousing activities starting from clean data from data from source, something like clean the data and okay, report the data. This entire thing, okay. Entire thing I call it as, or we can okay define it as some sort of data warehousing activity. It can be combination of ETL part, it can be combination of reporting part, or in simple I can say database where we store the data plus ETL part, ETL activity, and we can also say a reporting activity. We can also define okay data warehouse like this. So as I told, SAP-Analytics-Cloud is a business intelligence tool. Business intelligence means doing any part of this activity. Our business intelligence tool, I mean SAP-Analytics, is going to do okay this part, last part, nothing but reporting activity. Okay. So it also means use actual data. Actual data in the sense, if you see here, there is some data here. So whatever data you see here, this entire data as it is, okay, this is coming from different source system. It can be anything here. And the same data, what I am doing is I am just presenting in this manner. So use actual data and present in a better format. Okay. And similarly, that is about BI. And as I mean, we can see we have something called planning also. Planning is something like you can see here. Planning is nothing but this is the actual salary we have available for current year, and we have to plan for the future. We have to plan for the future based on some conditions. It can be something called technology specific, say for example location specific, whatever it can be. For now, say for example, this is the salary these employees are holding, and these are for the physical years, and these are the skill set they are holding. And on the right side, you should be able to see that I need to plan. So I need to plan accordingly so that okay, so how the demand for these employees for the skill set available, so that so this also can be done. That is also the advantage of for SAP Analytics Cloud. So plan the data, plan using actual data, and forecast the future demand. So how we can do that? So in planning, we have a couple of options available, and we have some predictive capabilities available. Nothing but predefined. I mean algorithms which are defined using our artificial intelligence based concepts. With the help of that, we can get this thing done. So it is also having predictive features. Okay. This is a basic information about our SAP Analytics Cloud. That is the reason I kept here. It is a combination of planning. It is a combination of BI. It is a combination of predictive part. Okay. And coming to the next part, who should learn these tools? The major thing is who should learn these tools. So who should learn? These tools means who should learn. If you look at this, here we have something called starting from that is now 1 second. No? Okay, so we can see here every BW consultant, every BO consultant, every HANA consultant, BBC consultant. Why? As I told you, we have planning features. So a BBC consultant basically works on planning the things, and if at all he wants to do this, entire planning data to be reported, he can also learn this SAP Analytics Cloud. And S4HANA Analytics Consultant, why S4HANA Analytics Consultant? We can look at this. So again, S4HANA Analytics Consultant means, so here, yeah. So because you can see here database or big data, or you can see SAP ECC, just on the one which is I have highlighted. Because our SAP Analytics Cloud can access data from ECC, people wants, going forward, people want something like this. You can see here, the one which I am highlighting means they don't want, for example, generally what happens, data from ECC should flow through BW and finally go for reporting your BIX or BIX tool as of the BW landscape. But going forward, people are expecting things to happen something like this. They don't want to spend some time on all these day warehouse activities, and they want to directly pull the data directly from our source systems. So that is the reason SAP Analytics Cloud, ECC based data reporting also is possible. That is the reason I have mentioned something called S4HANA Embedded Analytics. Future, the latest version is called ECC upgraded version is nothing but S4HANA. That's why I mentioned analytics. And even non-SAP consultants. Why non-SAP consultants? If you see a SAC platform or SAP landscape. So here, any non-SAP, SAP Analytics Cloud accepts data from even database also, any database also. So whenever we want to pull the data from database, people coming from non-SAP background also, they can easily access this SAC application features and go for their reporting. So this is the basic information who should learn and why should learn, and what exactly is the basic SAP Analytics Cloud. So I just pause here for a couple of seconds, and I want to hear any doubts regarding the first thing. What is SCC and who should learn SCC? You can start your doubts. Starting from Ram and Sridhar, you can raise your doubts.
Yeah. Yeah, but as of now, no questions.
Okay.
Yeah, not from my side also.
Okay, thanks. Now, next thing is how is SAC designed? What is a platform and how it was designed means we can see here. SAC platform was okay. It's purely a cloud-based application. It's purely cloud-based application means we don't need to. I mean, cloud-based application, as we know, it is okay completely. We don't design. I mean, cloud-based, as I told, a cloud-based application means we have something called 0% installation access through URL. I mean, we actually, I mean, many of us are been using this cloud-like application almost for the past, say I can say for the past 15 years in our day-to-day lives, but we don't know that actually this is a cloud application. For example, it is something like Yahoo Mail or Gmail or Rediff Mail, so or Gmail, sorry, etc. All other emails. So means, for example, if you take Yahoo Mail, so are we installing anything? No, here we are not installing anything here, but we are just accessing through URL. Means installation is somewhere. And similarly, if you take Gmail also nothing, so no installation, only URL. Similarly, Rediff Mail also. I mean, so means without our knowledge itself, so we are into cloud even for the past 15 years, but only for limited activity, limited application. So how about, so that is the reason we call all these applications, all these applications, whatever the above all above applications are on cloud applications, application. So what is the other side of on cloud? It is nothing but on-premise applications. The other way of on cloud is on-premise applications. So example of on-premise means the day-to-day activities. For example, the same whatever the application currently I am using for typing on-premise applications which need 100% installation. For example, the Notepad. Current Notepad is on-premise. Something like I have to do for installation, and current you can see here my MS Excel. So this is also MS Office application, Office suite. It can be a combination of Excel or we can say Word, Access, PowerPoint, which need installation. And once we do installation, what we have to do? We have to maintain, daily or weekly, what can monthly. So by installing updates. So this will take So all these are We need technical knowledge and time, and say for example, and hardware for software compatibility. I can say it as compatibility or matchable. Technical and hardware for software hardware match or configuration, I can say software. So all these things, so these are all the things. I mean, we have to maintain daily, weekly, or install. These are all the things that issues with our on-premise. But if you go for on-cloud, as we know, we have been using Yahoo, Gmail, and Rediff. Or say for example, your our Outlook emails. Not installing anything from our end. Only thing is we are just using your URL, whether it can be laptop or desktop or iPads or what can be, whatever it can be, or even mobiles. So means everything is installed or updated from the companies itself, Yahoo company or Gmail company. I mean, no installations, no issues from our end. Only thing is access through using our devices. So that is the reason. On cloud applications are more flexible when compared to on-premise application. So SAP-Analytics-Cloud is defined, but it is completely designed on cloud platform. Which cloud platform, you can ask me? So this is again, it is HANA cloud application. So it is HANA cloud platform. It is already defined on SAP specific cloud. We also have many applications in the market. Say for example, from Amazon, we have something called okay, AWS, and we know from Microsoft, we have something called Azure, and from SAP, we have SAP Cloud, and from you also know from Google, we have something called Google Cloud Platform, and from we also have some Alibaba, Alibaba Cloud we also have, and we also have something called Tencent. Tencent is a US company, sorry, Chinese company, Tencent Cloud. Like this, we also, we forgot the major thing. One more thing in the market, big player from Oracle. So that is Oracle Cloud. Like this, many organizations have their own cloud applications, and now our SAP Analytics Cloud is specifically designed on SAP Cloud platform, and they are hosted also. Currently, they are hosting by default. If you buy a license, it is on SAP Cloud platform. But if you are at all interested, we can host it on Microsoft. Azure or AWS or Google Cloud for now. Okay, these are the things that are currently available in the market. So this is how the platform of SSC application is designed. And the next thing is we just want to go through how the landscape of SSC is designed. So this is very high end. What I have mentioned, data sources. From any data source, we just access the data using some connections, and we do some sort of modeling, and finally we go for reporting. These are the three different areas where our SAP Analytics Cloud landscape is combination of data source part, modeling part, and reporting and visualization. The complete picture of this data landscape again high end manner, if at all I want to present. So this is how this is going to help us. You can see here data source part. So the different source system categories. I just mentioned only data source. Data source can be a database category, it can be big data application, or it can be ECC application, or it can be any SAP application, ECC or BW, or it can be HANA, anything. So here cube like it can be BW cube or Oracle cube, or it can be Teradata cube, any multi-dimensional system. And you can see legacy system, something like CSV file, Excel file, or XML file. Any cloud applications, it can be AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, or Salesforce, or it can be Oracle Cloud. Any cloud means the different source systems. SAP application cloud means SAC uploads. From based on this, we need to access this source by defining some connection. That's what I mentioned here. So here I'm going to access this data sources by defining some data source connections. After accessing the second part, what are doing? Modeling. So modeling, what do you mean by modeling? As I mentioned here, modeling is nothing but cleaning the data. So you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm cleaning the data. What exactly, why we need to clean the data? So as we know, any data that is coming from source, any business data coming from source, I can say from transaction systems. Transaction systems contain data issues. What type of data issues? It can be something like blank data. It can be something like format issues. It can be something like duplicate data, duplicate issues, etc. So this type of data issues, I cannot say, because even after if my source data having all these things, I cannot directly do this and go for reporting. What happens? It will contain, my report will not have it's if I do reporting on all about things, so my reporting will be will be not accurate, or I can say genuine. So to do all about things, to get my report with genuinity, or accuracy, what I'll do, have to clean the data. That's what. As part of modeling, we take any tool, we are going to clean the data. So here, what exactly we are doing cleaning in the sense by removing all those things. So for a better understanding, because Ram and Sridhar, you are coming from different background, starting from SAC, I mean, starting from BW and BO. I want to compare this, okay, SAP-Analytics-Cloud, okay, landscape, similar how it was in BW. If you go to BW, I'm just excluding this. So in BW also, if you see here, here something called source systems. Our source system here is, as I told, so here our source system is, okay, see here, you can see here, from source systems, we are pulling the data using our SAP-BW. Here we are doing our cleaning. The same concept what we do, okay, in our SAC. For example, if you go to SAC landscape, here we are doing the cleaning. In BW, here we are doing the cleaning by accessing the source system. And similarly, we go for presentation using our Bex tools. If you go to BO, because Sridhar is, I mean, Ram and Sridhar, you have some basics for BO. So here we discuss. So you can also see here in BDO also we have something called data source, we have modeling area, and we have reporting area. Same thing is being implemented at BDO also. Access data from different source systems, do some modeling at a location called universe tool. We call it as IDT or UDT. We clean the data and we present in the form of classes and objects. Again, objects can be of three types. It can be dimension, detail, and measure. Once this cleaning is done, we are presenting using our BO reporting tools. Similar thing we do in HANA also. So we pull the data from different source systems here. And what we are going to do, we are going to import the data into our HANA database. And what we are going to do is we are going to define some HANA views as part of, again, you can see here modeling part. As part of modeling, we define our views. And once this data is clean, so as I told, modeling is an area where we clean the data. We clean the data as per our requirement. So once the data is available in the form of clean format, again, we are going to go for our reporting also. So if you see this, I mean, whether it is HANA landscape or BO landscape, or it can be, BW landscape, all, landscapes look similar, access data from different source systems, like how I presented here, do some modeling, nothing but cleaning, finally go for presentation. The same thing has been replicated in our SAP-Analytics-Cloud also here. Access data from different source systems, define some connections, and the modeling, in the data, and I'm going to store the data or I'm going to present the data in a form which can be helpful for SAC Analytics Cloud front end, presenters or developers. So here I'm going to convert the data or present in the form of dimensions and measures. So if you go to BW, here also we have something called info objects. Here we call it as info objects. In BO, we call it as objects. And in HANA also, as part of views, we are going to use objects. The same concept. If it is HANA database, nothing but columns. And similarly, if you come down to business objects, SAP Analytics Cloud, here also we have nothing but dimension measures as part of modeling. So once the modeling is done, model is created, we are going to use this modeled content and go for our presentation. So this is how the landscape has been designed of SAP Analytics Cloud, all in the lines of SAP. I can say in the lines of sapbw, in the lines of BO, in the lines of HANA. This is how SAP Analytics Cloud landscape is designed. So I stopped here again. I want to hear some questions from your end. Then before moving forward, so just now, we have just discussed about this one landscape of SAC and platform of SAC. Let me know you have any doubts here, Ram and Sriram.
No, boss, no.
Boss, for planning, can we do all type of plannings?
Yes, there is a limitation in planning, okay, but as of I mean, going forward, all the planning concepts are getting evolved. By 2023, they are expecting to get everything done as per the latest update from SAP. Basic planning activity is available as of now.
Okay, well, coming to reports or dashboards, what's the advantage of this compared to Lumira or business object dashboards?
Okay, advantage of SAC compared to Lumira and
Which features it has more than this one? Why we need to give priority for this one in user
okay,
perspective?
BO tools. Okay, so Lumira, BO tools, or any more I need to add here. Ram? These tools are enough. Do you need to compare any other as part of SAP landscape? So yes. So comparison, if at all I want to compare here, the best first thing that we can mention here is the best option that I can mention here is, so by default, the very first thing is, okay, by default, 100% cloud, non-cloud. I mean, these are all on-premise, okay, tools. First thing, why you should, okay. And second thing is the combination of modeling, okay, and reporting. This is a combination of modeling plus reporting. Okay. If you take here, for example, if it is Lumira, it doesn't contains no modeling. Okay, only presentation. If I am comparing with Lumira, if you go to BO, yes, BO has modeling plus reporting. And specifically when we compare with BO with Lumira, as I told, BO is non-cloud, and moreover business objects application, okay, is by default design is, okay, flat structure support, but SAC is hybrid approach. Okay, it is a combination of, it can support hierarchical and flat. Something like, okay, BW is hierarchical. In the sense, I can say multi-dimensional specific design. So BO is by default, okay, flat. I can say two-dimensional. So that is the reason. Yeah, and this is about, okay. This is about, I can say, yeah. This is about, okay, SAP versus, SAP Analytics Cloud versus, it can be Lumira or BO or any tools. And moreover, as we know, BO is purely for reporting, but not complete, okay, dashboarding. SAC is a combination of combi of reporting and dashboarding. That's one thing. And one more thing, as I told you, SAC versus other SAP tools. The major thing, this is the main point that we should be, okay, differentiating is 100% mobile support or limited, okay, support due to mobile, okay, activity. So as I told, supports new generation sources. You can say any cloud, big data, okay, conventional sources. Here we have limitations. We have limitations. Even though it's support, here we have limitations. Like this, I mean, there are a couple of things where SAP-Analytics-Cloud is far better when compared to SAP, I mean, other BO tools. And the major thing, SAC versus other existing SAP tools. Okay, major thing, planning, forecasting. If you take whether it can be Lumira or BO, no planning. I mean, say planning reporting is available here. So no planning support, 100%, and forecasting also. Forecasting. I mean to say, I don't say forecasting. I call it as predictive support. So major areas we can say it is a non-cloud, all other SAP existing tools, and they are not supporting new generation tools. I mean new generation source systems, and moreover, they are not a combination of planning, business intelligence, and predictive. So SAC does this. Okay, it is a combination of I mean to say BI plus planning and predictive. This is the major thing that we should be okay. I mean, moreover, it is on cloud. So this is the reason maintenance cost reduces for us, and this is the reason that SAC is very good. Okay, on top of other existing SAP tools when comparison is done. So any other, I mean, you need further clarification, you can just speak up. Ram and Sridhar.
Yeah, no questions.
And we also have in the market SAC versus other tools, other competitive tools. Okay. For example, we have something called Tableau, we have something called Click, and we also have something called Power BI, others. Okay. I mean, many people, SAC versus other, if I want to compare, not only in SAC, not only in SAP. As I told, okay, default cloud. But if you can take the other tools, by default, these are not default cloud, okay, tool. So these are default desktop tools, but have cloud versions available. Okay, and it is 100% okay, SAP integrated, limited integration, because we might be seeing a lot of projects running on this. Okay, and as I told, it is a combination of BI plus planning and predictive. So only BI. Okay, minus planning and predictive. So these are the major things no, that I can say when compared with SAC, with other applications available. Default cloud tool SAP 100% integrated, and these are only planning and only BI tools, but our SAC is a combination of BI, planning, and predictive. That's how I can compare SAC with other existing SAP tools and SAC with other BI tools in the market, specifically, when we want to compare as competitors. Is it clear? Then I'll move to other part. So next thing is, I mean, if you can see here, we have something called SAP Analytics Cloud. I mean, what are the different areas of SAP Analytics Cloud available? We have two different areas. One is developer mode and admin mode. So if you ask me what is this developer mode and admin mode, so as we know, every application has different areas. We can take it as, for example, we are coming from same SAP family. We have something called SAP-BW. We have SAP-BO, and we also have seen SAP hana. And every tool has something called developer area, and we also have something called admin area. So the same thing, for all these things. If you go for mm, sorry, it can be for BO the same thing, and for HANA also same thing. In similar manner, SAP Analytics Cloud also has two things. I mean, two areas where you can have developer area or you can have developer mode. So what exactly we do as part of development means, okay, so we can define connections, or or instead of defining, I can say configure connections, connections, or use existing can be anything connections. Second thing is, next thing is, we do modeling here. So as I told you, what in mod is modeling? Define models. Define models here. So if you ask me again, what is model? So very much similar. Model is very much similar to cube in BW. It is similar to universe in BO. Similar to models in HANA. If at all I want to speak in the language of database, similar to tables slash views slash others in database. So this is how modeling is nothing but, as I told, I mean, as we have been discussing, it is a combination of cleaning purpose. The major thing is we clean and we come up with some structures, nothing but dimensions and measures which can be useful for our reporting. Like this, we're going to define the modeling part, and next thing is, once this modeling is done, cleaning is done, the form of objects. Next thing is we design reports, or we design visualizations, or we can call it as reports, or we can call it as dashboard, or you can call it as presentations. But in SAC we use a term called stories. So all of the, I mean, visualization or report or dashboard or presentation, we simply call it as story. Okay, so that's what we design. I mean, we do here, and what else we can do? We can share the content, share the story. So what do you mean by I mean sharing the story? Before that, we also have to load the data into models, and the next thing is share the share story or stories. So very much similar to broadcasting in BW, and say for example scheduling and distribution in BO. The same thing here, we call it as sharing the stories, sharing this. So these are all the things that as a developer will be doing all these things, and when coming down to this thing, I mean admin mode. So admin mode. So there is no dedicated admin available in SAP Analytics Cloud application. Something like we have HANA BW, I mean a basis consultant, or HANA admin, or BO admin. We don't have. As a developer only we only do, or In worst case, we take the help of existing basis consultants. Okay, so I mean, as I told, we can define source system connections majorly, and we something called define users, groups, and roles, and we next thing is we assign rights. Okay, users, groups, okay, based on roles, and similarly we also do something called health check, system health check we basically do. And again, as I told, uh, monitor data loads. This is also, it can be a combination of developer monitor data loads. These are the activities as an admin that we'll be doing here, along with some other activities. So like this, our SAP Analytics Cloud, two areas. One is developer mode and admin mode. So this is how our SAP Analytics Cloud, two covers areas as part of a developer and admin that we will be looking after in our day-to-day activities. Okay, and that is how this goes on. And you have any doubts in this? Sridhar and Ram and Raju. So Raju also available. Yeah.
Is there any coding part over here?
No. So coming to coding, we have no coding required here. Okay.
Some DAX or DAP something I read somewhere. That is not coding.
Yeah, I mean, so there are two areas. Okay, coming to coding part. So coding part, we have analytics. Sorry, I'm simple to say ISAC designer, SAC analytics application. So designer is basic dashboarding, basic dashboards means drag and drop, no coding, 0% coding. Here it is 0% coding. So this is advanced dashboard, advanced dashboards. So here, yes, we need coding, some Java script. So this is still in the evolution stage, but current projects what are all running, they are in the existing projects here. Most of the projects are into in SAC designer only. So this is information about coding part, analytics design, analytics application. So basic JavaScript. Yeah, anything more? I can see Raju and either Ram. Thanks for that. So coming to duration, yeah.
No, that's all.
Oh, yeah. Duration is, it will be 30 days and 45 hours, and it will be 1.5 hour session. Okay, daily 1.5 hour session. And what are the topics that I'll be covering? As part of this, these are all the things that I'll be covering here. So starting from you can see here overview of position here, and overview of postings continued by different connections to different source systems and data modeling. And we have something called story design, and I'm also dealing with planning also. Basically that should be a general, I mean, different version, but because most of the people doesn't have planning background, but I will help with some couple of sessions how we can use existing BI data or actuals data for planning, and how a planning model should be done, and how it can be reported. It may help. So part of planning also we are going to deal with. And we have augmented analytics, nothing but predictive features, something like, as I told, artificial intelligence based functions available, how to do how to deal with this in SAP Analytics Cloud. And the major thing is administration in SAC. So to sum up, okay, so here we are dealing with okay BI part. So here we are dealing with planning part, and here we are dealing with predictive part, and here we are dealing with admin part. Sum up. So these are the things that okay we will be discussing as part of our course, and I shouldn't okay frankly speaking I should not come up with this. That is existing. I mean part of SAC. These are the three areas: BI, planning, admin. So this is how the content has been designed for this. I'll be sharing this for your emails post this session. Starting from, as I told you, starting from overview and till this part. There is a reason. I mean, the duration also has been. I just mentioned it as 45 years, 45 hours. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any doubts on this? I mean, let me know. I mean, I'll share this part.
Okay.
So summary of that content is nothing but BA planning and admin. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You can speak up. And okay. Next thing is. I mean, additional thing what I am providing is actually every 2 weeks we have okay minor release. Every 2 months we have major release. So I mean, every 3 months what I am doing is I am planning, to update you also with 3 months of updates in. I mean, whatever the 3 month minor releases available thing, right? So I have a 2 hour session on the weekend so that we can attend. You can upgrade from the existing features whatever you learn current, and certification guidance interested I can help, because for now it is still in the evaluation stage. We can go for certification. It can be admin part. I mean, we have only two things in admin. I mean, certification part. So here it is. One is SAC certification, SAC BI certification, and we have something called SAC planning certification. Those are the two areas. C01 and P01, that is BI part and planning part. Admin is part of okay both. And other things you can, I mean, anytime you can just give me. This is the number that whatever is you can see, that is a WhatsApp number, or you can email me, or I can share my personal email. That instead of organization, I can share mine. Okay, I can share mine so that you can be available. I am available. I can take some 24 hours time and I can do it. Currently, I also have something called roadmap and integration report updates. I'll be sending across to your emails, and every 3 month session I'll be updating. I mean, we'll be discussing this version tool based, and also I mean roadmap based. Also, we'll be discussing. That's the additional thing that I can provide with from my end. So, you have any queries, and you can just please let me know.
Yeah. Nothing from my side, boss. I am good.
Yeah, and yeah, so I think either you have any doubt?
No. This is me only.
Sorry, Ram. Yes.
No, boss, no. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So what I can do is, I mean, please share your. Okay, I mean, you have the chat window, right?
Yeah.
So if you can share your mail IDs, I will share the demo notes which we have discussed, and I do share some sort of landscape and the platform things for your. After having the session, you can take your time, and if you're interested, you can discuss. I mean, by giving to call to my this number, and I will also be sharing this content so that that will be good for you to go through. Okay.
Yeah. You have my mail ID, sridhar.mysap.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah, I'll be sharing. Okay.
Okay.
Together.
Sure.
Ram, I need your thing so that.
Yeah, I'll ping you.
Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, Ram.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Thanks for joining and spending your time, and I can help you out even offline also. Before you take any decision, you have any clarification, you can just call on this number.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be sending out my email. This is an official mail ID for my organization, and I also have my mail ID, which I can. Okay, sorry, post BI. Sorry, BI Bose 2025. That will be my official email. So they can help you out. Okay. Thanks. Thank you then.
Okay.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Okay.
We'll see you again.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, boss. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.